Hi everyone, welcome to the Old Gal and the Guitar for another episode. And I really appreciate you joining me. I appreciate all you new subscribers. I appreciate all the likes and shares. You're all just wonderful. You know that? You're just wonderful. Which reminds me of my mission to make us all spread joy and happiness through the world, basically. You know, I kind of think about it as when you have a rock and you drop it in a lake, there's ripples. And it depends on what you assign to that rock, whether we get happy ripples or sad and depressed ripples. Or angry. Ooh, much worse. I know myself when I feel angry, I don't feel good inside at all. Not at all. But when I'm happy or joyous or just even nice to someone else, I feel so much better. When I see a smile on your face, I am so much happier. So much happier than any of those previous negative ways of being. So let's do something joyous today. Find a way to make somebody else happy. I'll tell you, when I was in New York many years now, I was walking down, I guess in the 40s, the streets in the 40s. And across the street from me, somebody must have bumped into somebody else, and they screamed at the other person. You idiot, blah, blah, blah. They used harsher language, but you know what I mean. And then they kept walking, and then the person that got yelled at was in a few seconds, just a few steps down the block, screaming at somebody else. I mean, it was the real-time thing of seeing how our ripples can affect other people. And I watched it because I was so fascinated. It was the first time I had an opportunity to see how the ripples really work. And those people that were arguing second, they broke up and stomped off. But then one of them started an argument with somebody else. And it kept going down, because I was walking on the other side of the street. So I could see the whole thing progress. It was interesting, just interesting. Taught me a lot, really. It did. Now, I've never been happy being angry, because it hurts. I mean, it hurts me physically. And I've never been happy being rude or terrible to someone. Now, if someone hurts me, I'll point it out and ask them not to do it again. But I won't yell and scream and tell them how idiotic they are. Most people, when they bump into somebody or hurt somebody, don't do it on purpose. It's just that they're busy and they're hurrying and they're not thinking. So recognize that and drop that kind, happy, joyous rock into a lake water and let it ripple across that. That's what you want to do. Let those feelings ripple, not the other feelings. You're going to change the world. I'm not kidding you. You're going to change the world if that's the smallest thing you do. Now, I don't know why, but this week I've been called to give some donations. And I'm not trying to tell you I'm great and all this, because I'm not. But for some reason, my heart just went out to people that needed help from the GoFundMes. Now, again, I'm not easily fooled. My dad grew up in the household of immigrants, and they were constantly being hoodwinked, let's put it that way. But they were smart enough to understand once it happened once, they were never going to do it again. So my dad brought me and my sisters up to be skeptical. And I'm telling you, I've been skeptical all my life. But even I know when something speaks to me at the heart level and it's justified, I will do something. And I hope you do too. If you feel it at the heart level and you've looked into it, then go ahead and do it. It only helps. If it's helping someone, do it. Now, this week, I promised you I would sing my teacher's song that he wrote many years ago. Now, just so you know, this was many years ago, and he writes many songs. In fact, a lot of his life as a musician has been because he writes songs. He can live because he writes songs. So his name is David Robin, and his whole catalog now is on BMI. So if you're thinking of going out and starting your own band and things like that, you can get one of his songs and the rights to sing it publicly. But he personally gave me the right to sing this. For some reason, it spoke to me, even though it's so sad. It really is. Now, the end of this song has a word in it that I can't use on Facebook. So, which is sad because it would really bring home how sad this song is. So I apologize ahead of time, but I don't want to be put in Facebook jail. So here it is. Outside, and it's definitely dark. I'll just stay inside and take care of my heart. Every time I let it out, it comes back torn apart. I think I'll stay inside and take care of my heart. The world feels like winter. My feelings are frozen on my tongue. I once gave love all I could offer. Nothing else So here I sit inside my castle each year of my life, a brick in the wall. I don't come down and I don't climb higher. I don't move, so I don't fall. My scars will heal, my pain will hide. I'm really careful what I do now. For my heart attempted sigh. I don't know why, I just found this song very haunting, very sad, of course. But I wanted to play it because I felt it reaches a part maybe of me. I don't know. Or maybe one of you out there already have felt something like that and feel like there's no one on your side. So again, when I'm talking about the ripples we create when we drop a stone in the water, understand that people are dealing with feelings like that song elicits. And they might not realize that they're hurting you by ignoring you or walking by you. All they know is they hurt. So when that happens, we have to spend more of our time giving them space and letting them know they're loved in whatever way. Might be a complete stranger, but let them know they're loved. They're not trying to hurt you. They're already hurt. Now this next song I'm just starting to work on, and it's called Blowing in the Wind. Some of you may have heard it, Bob Dylan. I will start playing it and then we'll discuss it afterwards. I don't know why that came out of me that way. Okay. Oh. How many roads must a man walk down before he can call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? And how many times must a cannonball fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing Now, if some of you were not alive during this time period, I was young. I was much younger than all those at Woodstock. But this was written in that time as a response to the war that was going on, and so many soldiers were coming home dead. And we don't know what reason. We have, they told us things, but they didn't always ring true. So all those people who were fighting this righteous war came home in caskets. It was awful. And the more people saw this, the more they protested. And this is really a protest song. Bob Dylan, one of the many that came up through that time, that's what they did, is they wrote these protest songs. And it was so important because I think this movement of songwriters helped us see a better day later on. Not right away, but later on. So that was a wonderful song. Now the next, I gotta tell you my joke. Why did the elephant not come out of the elevator? Because he couldn't turn around. I know. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun just to say something loopy like that? And then think about it if you didn't get it. And maybe you got it and didn't find it funny because of course he couldn't turn around. But I think levity in the day would be good now. Okay, this is Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell. And I'll tell you about it later. Okay. Bows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I looked at life that way. But now they only block the sun. Rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, and my up and down, and still somehow it's clouds illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. This is a song also developed during those days of protest. It was a little, where Dylan had a habit of bringing the real world into his songs. Joni was more lyrical in her songs. So she suggested with her words what was going on up here. And if you think about it, Remember when we liked clouds and it was so much fun, and you could just lay on your back all day and look at the cloud formations and enjoy life. But she wasn't really thinking that way. She thought the things we thought we once enjoyed are now not enjoyable anymore. And why is that? Is it because war was raging? There was a change in the culture that nobody could understand? It's a beautiful song. And her attention to giving the message more softly than maybe Dylan would still spoke volumes. And it was awfully talented, I think. Awfully talented. So that's my practicing for this week. But let me tell you, I also started my vocal lessons. Yay! Oh, I love my teacher. His name's Calvin, and he is just wonderful. Now, when you're taking voice lessons, a lot of people think you just go right in and you're singing song after song. That's not how it goes. You go in and you're given these vocalese training, scales, chords, and different ways to deal with things. For instance, your job as a singer is to breathe from the diaphragm and to expand your space around the diaphragm so you can hold notes, support notes, which is very important. So one of the lessons I had yesterday, I forgot about these, is supposed to help you push out your diaphragm when you're singing. So I had to go, which opens up the cavity here, which is the mask where you put some of your sound. And then I had to go, and I do it wrong because I can't get the rest of the note out. I don't know yet, I haven't figured it out, if it's because my lips are all dry and it won't work, or if I'm not pushing out enough. So it's see, I don't have that. And then he gave me another one that was that helps. That helps push things up into your mask. So I have a lot more to do, but I really enjoyed it. And at the end, I did get to sing a song, which I love. Oh, I walked out of there so happy. I can't tell you. I walked out so happy because the singing, as I've told you before, resonates through your whole body and just makes you go, ah. So I'll tell you more as I get, further into the vocal lessons. And, I have another guitar to show you next week. It's called a Cajun little ditty, where you drop the E, which is the lowest sounding string on the guitar, down to a D. And I'll show you how to do that next week. I have a guitar tuner, and I'll show you how to work with that if you haven't already. And then you just do this wonderful thing up and down the frets. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. And I'm enjoying you joining my channel and watching. And if I can help with anything, just let me know. I really do love all of you for watching. Really, really, really. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next week. Bye.